Rising costs of higher education could see some new limits.
One state organization set some new limits on college tuition hikes in Indiana. The limits are meant to help students plan ahead and to stay in school.
News 10's Joe Ostrowski explains.
Coming up here, well, that'd be next year.
Yeah,
Josh Loudermilk studies education at Indiana State University, but between classes, he's also getting a lesson in economics, courtesy of his college tuition bills. He says those bills seem to get bigger every year.
I have to take out a few loans and I have a few scholarships. It's tough, especially when they keep changing the prices of tuition.
For many of his friends, those bills are pushing higher education out of reach.
Two of my fraternity brothers actually not been able to come back, and even a few here and there who actually went to the military.
The Indiana Commission on Higher Education hopes to change that. In a meeting Friday, the commission recommended limits on how quickly public colleges and universities can raise their tuition rates. Under those limits, ISU could only raise its tuition by 2.5%, about $210 a year for each of the next 2 years. Vincennes University could only increase tuition by $228 a year, and Ivy Tech could only raise tuition by $196. But those recommendations aren't binding.
If an institution feels that they need to adopt something different or exceed that, then they're asked to provide appropriate justification.
And with fewer state funds, those increases may have to come.
None of those costs are decreasing, and so we make as many changes as we can and try to control those costs, but there is only really so much one can do.
So students like Josh will have to keep on doing the math. In Terre Haute with photojournalist Tony Casasilla, Joe Ostrowski, News 10.
Now, if you'd like more information on the cost of college in Indiana, you can go to our website and click on this story. We have a link to comparisons of the costs at different schools and some other tools.